Today our topic is why reading will change your life. Reading is one of the most powerful tools we have to grow, learn, and transform ourselves. It is not just a hobby or a way to pass time. It is a way to open doors to new worlds, new ideas, and new possibilities. When you read, you are not just looking at words on a page. You are stepping into the minds of great thinkers, exploring the experiences of others, and gaining knowledge that can change the way you see the world. Let me explain why reading is so important and how it can truly change your life. First, reading helps you gain knowledge. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the better decisions you can make. When you read books, especially books about different subjects, you learn about history, science, philosophy, and much more. This knowledge can help you in your daily life. For example, if you read a book about personal finance, you can learn how to save money, invest, and plan for the future. If you read a book about health, you can learn how to take better care of your body. The more you read, the more tools you have to face challenges and solve problems. Reading is like filling your mind with tools that you can use whenever you need them. Second, reading improves your thinking skills. When you read, you are not just absorbing information. You are also learning how to think critically. Critical thinking means being able to analyze information, ask questions, and make decisions based on evidence. This is a very important skill in life. For example, when you read a novel, you try to understand the characters, their motivations, and the plot. You are constantly asking yourself questions like, why did this character do that? Or what will happen next? This kind of thinking helps you become better at solving problems in real life. You learn to look at situations from different angles and find solutions that you might not have thought of before. Third, reading helps you understand other people. One of the most beautiful things about books is that they allow you to see the world through someone else's eyes. When you read a story about a person who is very different from you, you get to experience their life, their struggles, and their joys. This helps you develop empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy is very important in life because it helps you build better relationships with people. When you understand how others feel, you can communicate better, resolve conflicts, and create deeper connections. Reading helps you see that everyone has their own story, and this can make you more compassionate and open-minded. Fourth, reading reduces stress. Life can be very stressful at times. We all have worries, fears, and challenges that can make us feel overwhelmed. Reading can be a great way to escape from these stresses for a while. When you read a good book, you can forget about your problems and immerse yourself in a different world. This can be very relaxing and calming. Studies have shown that reading can lower your heart rate and reduce stress levels. It is like a mini vacation for your mind. Even just a few minutes of reading each day can help you feel more at peace and ready to face the challenges of life. Fifth, reading improves your focus and concentration. In today's world, we are constantly distracted by phones, social media, and other things. It can be hard to focus on one thing for a long time. Reading helps you train your mind to concentrate. When you read a book, you have to pay attention to the words, the story, and the ideas. This requires focus. The more you read, the better you become at concentrating on one thing without getting distracted. This skill is very useful in life, whether you are working, studying, or just trying to complete a task. Reading helps you train your brain to stay focused, which can make you more productive and efficient. Sixth, reading inspires you. Many books contain stories of people who have overcome great challenges and achieved amazing things. When you read these stories, you can feel motivated to pursue your own dreams and goals. For example, if you read a biography of someone who started with very little and became successful, you might think, if they can do it, so can I. Reading can give you hope and encouragement. It can remind you that no matter how difficult life may seem, there is always a way forward. Books can be like friends who cheer you on and remind you of your potential. Seventh, reading helps you become a better communicator. When you read, you are exposed to different ways of using language. You see how authors express ideas, describe emotions, and tell stories. This can help you improve your own communication skills. You learn new words, phrases, and ways of expressing yourself. This is especially important if you want to be a good writer or speaker. The more you read, the better you become at putting your thoughts into words. This can help you in many areas of life, from writing emails to giving presentations to having meaningful conversations with others. Eighth, reading can change your perspective. Sometimes we get stuck in our own way of thinking. We see the world from our own point of view and forget that there are other ways to look at things. Reading can help you see the world in a new way. For example, if you read a book about a different culture, you might learn about customs and traditions that are very different from your own. This can help you appreciate the diversity of the world and understand there is no one right way to live. Reading can open your mind and make you more accepting of different ideas and perspectives. Ninth, reading is a form of self-improvement. Many people want to grow and become better versions of themselves. Reading is a great way to do this. There are books on almost every topic you can think of: self-discipline, time management, relationships, happiness, and more. By reading these books, you can learn new skills, change bad habits, and develop a better mindset. For example, if you want to become more confident, you can read books about self-esteem and personal growth. If you want to be more productive, you can read books about time management and goal setting. Reading gives you the tools to improve yourself and create the life you want. 10th, reading is a lifelong journey. The great thing about reading is that it never ends. There are always new books to discover, new ideas to explore, and new knowledge to gain. No matter how old you are or what stage of life you are in, you can always benefit from reading. It is a habit that can stay with you for your entire life. And the more you read, the more you realize how much there is to learn. This can make life more interesting and fulfilling. Reading keeps your mind active and curious, and it helps you continue growing as a person. In conclusion, reading is one of the most powerful things you can do to change your life. It gives you knowledge, improves your thinking, helps you understand others, reduces stress, improves focus, inspires you, makes you a better communicator, changes your perspective, helps you grow, and is a lifelong journey. If you want to live a richer, more meaningful life, start reading more. It doesn't matter what kind of books you read, whether they are novels, biographies, self-help books, or anything else. What matters is that you are opening your mind to new ideas and experiences. So pick up a book today and start reading. You never know how it might change your life.